Hi everyone, welcome to my Optimum Health God's Way YouTube channel. Today we are going to look at the impacts or the effects of our emotional well-being on our overall health. In Proverbs 17:22, a merry heart does good like a medicine. When we are happy, satisfied, joyful, fulfilled, it is like a medicine to the body. When we look at emotions, they are complicated mental and physical response to our internal and external events or experiences like trauma, injury, abuse, and others. When we are happy, joyful, full of peace, fulfilled, full of love, we can relax, sleep better, gives us more energy, motivation, and helps boost our immune system. Our emotions like sadness, grief, anger, fear, hatred, unforgiveness fill us with stress, wouldn't allow us to be able to sleep well, low energy, no motivation, weakened and poor immune system. So here we can see our emotions control our overall well-being. Taking the best care of our physical health while ignoring our emotional well-being is like trying to fix a car engine while ignoring the dashboard warning lights. Since true overall health is not possible without emotional wellness, it is important to nurture our emotional health and well-being. Emotional distress or disorder is like the invisible weight we are carrying in our minds. Science reveals that our emotional state is the foundational command center for our physical survival and wellness, dictating everything from our immune strength to our heart longevity, controls our overall health and quality of life. To achieve the true overall health, we need to stop treating the mind and body as different entities, but recognize our emotional well-being as essential or vital of our physical vitality or liveliness. Studies reveal that chronic loneliness, severe emotional distress or disorder negatively affects our physical longevity as severely as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. When we look at the definition of emotional well-being, the ability to understand, manage, and handle and express our emotions in a healthy, positive, constructive ways, combined with a general sense of life satisfaction and resilience. Feeling good about life and having the mental flexibility to bounce back or recover from stress, change, adversity, challenges, and to maintain positive relationships and purpose. It is not the absence of difficult feelings or negative emotions, but the ability or capacity to navigate, control, direct our emotions, and to recover and bounce back. When we look at the core components of emotional well-being, number one, emotional control and management, handling stress, intense emotions without being overwhelmed, ability to experience, acknowledge, and constructively manage and express a wide range of emotions and thoughts instead of suppressing or hiding them. Number two, resilience, the ability to recover effectively from setbacks, challenges, adversity, stressful situation, and learn from them instead of getting stuck in the negative emotions. Three, self-awareness, recognize what we feel and why we feel that, understand and accept our own emotions, strengths, limitations, things that cause certain kinds of emotion. Four, meaning and purpose, when we have a sense of fulfillment and direction in life, we are emotionally well. Five, positive relationships, when we have meaningful social connections with others for help, comfort, or just to share our feelings, get practical advice, build supportive bonds and relationships instead of isolating ourselves in misery. Six, personal growth, when we keep getting better at understanding, managing, handling, and expressing our feelings in healthier ways instead of instantly lashing out and shutting down. Pause and give ourselves time to think before reacting instead of blaming others. Own our mistakes, accept our responsibility responsibilities for our actions and feelings. Instead of running away from people, we tolerate discomfort in their presence. When we show sympathy toward others by listening to them and respecting their views even when we disagree with them. Now let's look at impacts of emotional state on our overall health. Emotional well-being directly shapes overall health. Number one, physiological impacts. When we have chronic stress or untreated emotional distress, it can cause continuous fight or flight responses. We cannot relax. Self-destructive emotions destroy us, affects our physical health. Great. Positive emotional health lowers disease risk, reduces injury, helps us recover from our sicknesses, illnesses, injuries, surgeries quicker. Chronic emotional strain like unresolved stress, hostility, anxiety raises heart rate and blood pressure, increasing the long-term risk of heart disease. Increases body inflammation, links to diabetes and other major health issues, raises cortisol or stress hormone levels, cause weight gain and blood sugar changes, cellular aging, we get all worn out quicker, increases our pain, cause chronic fatigue, headaches, muscle tension, and pain. 2. Systemic deterioration or decline. Chronic emotional struggles like anxiety or depression are linked to systemic inflammation, that is, a widespread immune response affecting the entire body. For example, irregular heart rates, poor immune response, easier to catch viral infections, and harder to fight off sicknesses. Gut dysfunction, irritable bowel syndrome, nausea, abdominal pain, diarrhea, fatigue, brain fog, balance issues, numbness, tingling, shortness of breath, wheezing, rashes, hives and swelling in the skin, swelling and inflamed lymph node, mild fever, night sweat, pain and inflammation in our muscles and joints. 3. Behavioral and social. Unmanaged emotional distress increases the risk of developing anxiety and depression, weaken decision making, difficulty concentrating, weaken our reasoning or judgment, causes us to incline toward substance abuse, alcohol, cigarettes, drugs, and others, ruins interpersonal relationships, and creating isolation. When we are emotionally well, it helps us to make better daily choices like balanced nutrition, regular sleep cycle, active and positive social relationships, and connectivity with others. Studies indicate that positive social and emotional support protect against premature death, helps us live longer. 4. Daily functioning and recovery. Emotional well-being directly influences how we think, communicate, and handle everyday stress. When we feel good, positive, satisfied, and fulfilled, it helps us stay focused, productive, heal faster from injury, surgery, illnesses, negativities, while ongoing chronic emotional stress can make even simple and daily tasks hard to manage and make chronic pain feel worse. 5. Quality of life. Positive emotional well-being can lead to healthy habits, healthy eating choices. In coping with stress, we'll still practice temperance to stay away from harmful, unhealthy substances, promotes faster recovery, healthier lifestyle choices, better mental focus, helps solve problems and make better daily choices, better attention, more energy and motivation to do chores, better relationships and social life. And we are more calm, patient during arguments or daily annoyances, make us more positive and friendly, helps improve physical health and energy. We sleep better, more healing, better coping skills, help our bodies and minds recover faster from hard days. Since emotional well-being profoundly impacts our physical, mental, emotional, spiritual health due to the interconnectedness, it is important to nurture our emotional well-being as a prevention from illnesses for our entire body. Now let's look at strategies for improvement of our emotional well-being. Number 1, build good foundation with God's 8 laws of health. Trust in God. In Proverbs 3:5-8, when we trust in the Lord with all our hearts and lean not on our own understanding, it is health to our body and nourishment to our bones. Since physical habits and lifestyle directly affect emotional well-being, it is very important to obey and follow God's natural remedies. Deep breathing in the open fresh air, daily exercise, exposure to the sunshine at the right appropriate time, proper rest to have downtime to rest the nervous system, and Sabbath rest is also very healing. Drinking enough pure water to always temperate to avoid harmful and unhealthy lifestyle habits, diets, even good things moderately, and to eat nutritious food. Number 2, mental discipline. Since what we program to think governs our emotions, it is important we discipline our mind. Jesus said, with a faith of mustard seed, we can declare, command, and speak that the mountains in our mind, like hatred, holding grudges, negativity, to be removed for good and replace them with Philippians 4:8. Everything that is true, honest, just, pure, honorable, admirable, excellent, of virtue, of praise. Cast our burdens which wear the minds out. Leave the consequences of our lives and future anxieties in God's hands. Actively fight off negativity by praising God as a remedy. Store our hearts and minds with the scriptures. Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:19, my God shall supply all my needs. Exodus 14:14, the Lord will fight for me. Yes, we can store all these encouraging, positive promises of God to overcome our negative thoughts. We can discipline our minds to focus on Christ and make decisions in alignment with God's will. Talk to God all the time and trust Him. He will give us peace, that is emotional wellness. 3, connect with others. Reach out to and seek emotional support from friends, families, support groups. 4, gratitude and cheerfulness. When we are grateful and cheerful, it gives us peaceful spirit that directly link with our physical, mental, spiritual, emotional health. Write down 3 things daily for what we are grateful or thankful for. 5, practice forgiveness. Let go of emotional burdens, bitterness toward others, which drain our vital life forces and block our inner peace. 6, serve others selflessly. Instead of self-pity, shift our focus away from personal misery by actively helping those in need. It will bring physical and emotional health and restoration. Pause, deep breathe, and meditate. In challenging or negative situation, choose not to react right away. Give time for our nervous system to cool down. Set aside a few minutes daily to stay grounded and better manage our emotional responses. Deep breathe to slow our breath down on purpose to calm our racing hearts, nervous system, ease heavy emotions. Practice meditation to reduce anxiety and negative emotions. Focus on our emotional health. Aim for peace, calmness, joy instead of anger, envy, despair. Find stability even in difficult situations. Both mental and our emotional health are to be restored by God's grace. Friends, I would like to leave you with 3 John 2. Beloved, I wish above all things that you may prosper and be in health as your soul prospers. Bye for now. God bless.